Many are called, but few are chosen. Amen.
Amen.
I want to say that again. Many are called, but few are chosen.
Amen.
Before we bring our anointed one, our chosen one, those of you who's been in this ministry, those of you who follow us on social media, I want you to take a second and think about how is it every single live, every single sermon, every single Bible study, we are able to get different messages from heaven. We are able to get different lessons. The reason why many of us feel attacked with some of the sermons and some of the messages is because it resonates. You wouldn't be human or part of spirit if you did not feel that way. Every message that our chief apostle speaks, every lesson, it's applicable to all. He teaches universal law, which means it is what it is. I am thankful for this ministry. During our testimony, we talked about having a watchman that is a true seer.
Yes, God.
I don't think many of you realize what you have in your presence. The man that stands before you is truly ordained, certifiably, and by God, period. His footsteps are ordered. Many people try to imitate him. Many people try to take his words, try to take his personality. But we know that he can never be duplicated. He is truly divinely ordained by God. If you are a part of this ministry, you have supported thus far. If you just came along, if you don't feel change in the power around you, then you're in the wrong place. Before we hear these messages from heaven, I want you to give it up for our crown chief apostle, Samuel Ely Jr.
Let's put our hands together for our ancestors. And put your hands together for yourselves. Yeah. We want to also thank God for what He is doing in Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. So each and every one of you that thought it not robbery to be in the house of the Lord again. Come on here, somebody. Yeah, you may be seated in the presence of the Most High. I want to thank God, first of all, to my Madrina and to my Madrinos, my brothers and sisters in E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo. I also Mystic and Adjays and Atheists. And to any one of you guys that are a part of these ATRs, I'm excited to be an instrument that the Lord is using to not only bring clarity, but also to be a beacon of light to those that want to effectively return to their roots and understand that if they judge you, every tongue that arises up against you shall be condemned. Come on here, somebody. That's why a lot of people need dental plans, because there's going to be some condemning going on, especially when you put your mouth on God's command. Come on here, somebody. I'm excited about being a vessel and a preacher and a priest of this house, an oracle, a prophet, a vessel that does not mind and willing to do what the Lord has called him to do. I thank God for being crowned with feminine energy, and I thank God for being surrounded by the power of the Most High. Thank you to each and every one of you that support what we do on this platform. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that comment up under these videos and hit those likes. But this is as above, so below. This is Sunday. This is where Leo rules the heart. Somebody say, neighbor, it's time to check your engine. Your heart is your engine. Come on, somebody. I want to say also to Minister Mario, I thank you for your contributions to Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ. Medifun Ochosi Crown. And we thank God for him not only in life, but also in the transformation of life into the eternal life. Come on here, somebody. We thank God. I thank God for the spirits that are here. I thank God for the Orishas. I thank God for the Impungos. I thank God for the archangels and the demons. I thank God for each and every one of you on my social media platform that continues to support Apostle Ely. I thank God for those that are far and near that is lending their hands to this plow called Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. To those that do not know, my name is Apostle Ely, and I am the chief of these Indians, and I am here to manifest what God has taught and allowed me to manifest. I am the incarnate energy of the Most High, and I certainly thank God for the opportunity to be presented before you. Thank you, Sister Monique, for that beautiful introduction, and I thank God for those that are stepping up and allowing me to have more time to get this show on the road. Come on here, somebody. To each and every one of you guys that supported my crowning, thank you. To each and every one of you that supported the crowning of Minister Mario, and I thank God for each and every hand and every cash app and every bank account, savings account, or whatever you use. Even the hoes on the street that gave me some a little bit of their change. I appreciate you. Hallelujah. I thank God for those that kept their word and sent and still allowing me to be able to do what God has called me to do. I personally want to say thank you to my children for being support system and my eldest son for stepping up even more. I thank God for those that are working behind the scenes that are helping Apostle Ely. I'm going to teach something on today that y'all know I come from I practice what I preach, and I perform the words that he called me. Some of you are going to wish you were in God's house this morning. Some of you are going to wish that you had stopped playing church a long time ago. Some of you are going to realize that you are not hurting me or anybody else. You are literally hurting and stagnating yourself. The reason why I say I don't tell grown people what to do, even on a Sunday, is because it's your life, not mine. And where you end up will be at the behest of yourself. Come on here, somebody. And no matter what opportunities you have the right as a grown man or woman to pass it by. Come on here. And you can still think that it's not real out there in those spiritual streets. Come on here. Not only do I have a fight game, but I'm an intelligent individual. Come on here. I'm an educated individual. And somebody thinks because I don't walk the streets that I'm not street smart. But I keep trying to tell you, my background comes out of 34 Court. And they ain't nothing but street people. Come on here, somebody. They got money, but they street folks. So I came up with a lot of street sense, even though I was sitting in school.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk to you today because when I teach this on today, it will change your life if you allow it. It will get you on the right foot if you allow it. It will make you make the right sacrifices if you allow it. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Those that have your Bibles, turn to Matthew, the 5th chapter. My subject is manifesting through the miles. Manifesting through the miles. Matthew, the 5th chapter, verse 41. When you have it, say amen. I think that's I was a Mark. But it's Matthew. I just looked wrong. Matthew the 5th chapter, verse 41. It says this, and whosoever shall compel or persuade thee to go a mile, go with him twice. In other words, 2 miles. Give to him that asks thee, and from him that would borrow unto thee, turn not away. Somebody say, neighbor. How do I manifest with my mind? To those that do not understand where I'm coming from, I want you to understand that here in the Bible, that ancestors or spirit or an individual may ask you to go 1 mile. And one thing, because I believe in abundance, I always do more than what I expect. Come on here, somebody. Huh? And when you're dealing with people that go further than they promise, that is a different type of person. Come on here, somebody. If somebody asks you for $5, you get up $10. Come on here, somebody. Huh? That is a different kind of person. Somebody asks you for a ride to work, and then you turn around and give them a ride to work, and then take them by to get something to eat. Somebody say, I did extra for a reason. Come on here, somebody. Because I understand that it is more blessed to give than to receive. Come on here, somebody. I'm asking to each and every one of you guys that are out here that is trying to learn real magic, and you're trying to understand why it is that I'm going to always overcome, that I'm going to always be more than a conqueror, because I already understand that if you ask me to buy you a coat, I'm going to give you 2. When my ex-wife used to ask me to buy the kids a pair of shoes, I always bought 2. Come on here. I've always been extra. I'm going to say. They say he's doing too much. I look at them and say, you're not doing enough. Huh? Here is Jesus showing you in this parable. If somebody tells you to go 1 mile, go 2. What does that have to do? The reason why this message is so important, especially where we're headed, is because there are going to be people that's trying to take away your miles. If you are out there and you're traveling to get to a destination, you're putting miles on some type of vehicle or transport. And a lot of times people don't realize how far you have come to get where you are. Come on here, somebody. Huh? This is why songs like, look where he brought me from means something to certain people. Huh? And like my head Jackson, my soul wonder how I got over. Because when you start looking at the mileage that you have racked up in order to get where you are, and somebody tries to take the miles from you, you're going to fight. Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me, huh? I manifest because I understand how I got where I got. I know it took me 12 miles to get here. I know it's going to take me 12 miles to get back. See, when you count up the cost, you will start understanding that I know what kind of energy that I put in to get here. So this is different between me and you. I'm not going to drive to church and not get what I want.
Come on, let's go.
I'm not going to go to work and not get what I want. I'm not going to put that kind of miles on my mind, on my body, and what I'm going through, and not get what I... Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me. Some of y'all will go through all of them miles and don't get no reward.
Yes.
Some of y'all will burn up gas for no reason. I was raised by a Virgo. That Virgo said, if you know you got to go downtown, go and hit everything that you need when you go downtown. All that back and forth, don't burn up my... Come on, Jason.
Yes.
There are people in your spiritual journey will waste your spiritual energy, and they will have you up here and going there, and you ain't got nothing to show for. Now you done went downtown, you got to go. When people are unorganized in their practice, when people don't know who they are, they will waste your gas.
Yes.
Well, how long you going to be there? I don't know. I ain't riding with you. When you don't have no plan and you don't have no destination, then you don't understand why that's important. I got a credit card that when I spend it, it give me free flyer miles. Mileage is on every last one of us. He said, if I ask you to go 1 mile, go 2. So when you turn around and say, well, I ain't done for you, all I got to do is show you my sheep.
Oh, yes.
See, some of us act arguing with people when all you got to do is show them your mileage. Who was riding with you?
Yes,
Huh? Who was praying with you? Who was doing, who was rolling with you? Huh? Some of y'all want me to omit the mileage that Minister Mario put down for this ministry. Some of y'all want me to overlook the certain people in there because you might be smarter, you might be more talented. But there are certain people that have been putting mileage down here to make things happen in apostolic faith of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And I can't trying to waste no time. Because what was the point? Uh-oh. Who put them kind of miles on their car? Knowing that car going to depreciate the more miles you put on it. Somebody don't understand. When you out here in this spiritual journey, it is not somebody else's responsibility to make your miles count. It is your responsibility to make your... Come on. A lot of times, when people look at me, they don't know what I'm paying attention to. You don't know how many times I done went to Miami to get where I am. Huh? How many times I had to turn back around to build that website. You don't know how many miles I done put on the road to go to that river, to go to that crossroad, to go to them different cemeteries. Huh? To go up and them down them mountains. That stuff costs gas. Come on here, somebody. See, when you are working with somebody that understands the mileage, gas high there, am I right about it?
Yes, sir.
And I got a big truck, and I've been using SUV for a minute. The last one Monique was with me, she almost fainted in the front seat. $90. Lord. That was after I went and spent almost
don't forget that part, child.
$300 some at the liquor store. And you running around here don't understand how to win. How you manifest through your mouth is understanding how you, the Bible said, when everywhere you tread your feet on, you shall be more than a conqueror. He will cause you to subdue. But you ain't counting your mileage. Anybody got them jobs that you keep up with your mileage, they pay you for it? Some of y'all mad with people because you didn't make them pay for their mileage. If you had made them pay for your mileage, you wouldn't be having no attitude. You wouldn't be out here stressed out. You wouldn't be angry. But you know you don't put all them miles in your car and they offer you $2. Your list calls for more than $2 worth of gas. Why should I have an understanding? I want to talk to grown people on today. Why is it that I got to go back and forth to Tampa, put miles, and then bring you back the grapes and the milk and the honey, and all you got to do is pay for it, but you didn't have to go get it? Do you know why we pay so much for king crab? Because you didn't have to go get it. Huh? Do you know why you have to pay so much for certain type of exotic food? Because you didn't have to go get it. You didn't have to put no miles on your body. You didn't have to put no miles on your boat. You didn't have to put no miles in the sea. You didn't have to put no. You're paying for people's mileage. Your convenience. You want me to go all the way to New Orleans and get the graveyard dirt, invoke the spirit, and then give it to you for a couple bucks. Okay. But I had to pay to get there. Whether by car or plane. Or bus. I ain't going on bus. Think about that, y'all. In order to get certain victories that we're experiencing, somebody is putting a mile out there. You didn't go to Miami for apostolic. I did. You didn't go to Tampa for Miami. I did. You wouldn't run up and down the road for where we're headed. I did. That's right. Instead of arguing with your husband, just put your mileage sheet up there. Instead of arguing with your wife, just put the mileage sheet up there. You can't. The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, huh? You done traveled this far to be with me, and I'm talking about I'm busy, and don't expect you to show out. Miles will make you hurt somebody. Mark the 5th chapter. It didn't help him. Oh, come on.
Yes, sir.
Mark the 5th chapter. Up and down the highway. Anything can happen.
Yes, sir.
And God protects us.
Yes.
And our traveling mercies, we say it in the church.
Yes, God.
Mark the 5th chapter 25 through 29.
Amen.
Verse 25 says this. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, he and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all she had, and had nothing better, and but rather grew worse. Somebody say worse.
Worse.
And when she had heard Jesus came in pressed behind and touched his garment, for she said, if I may touch his clothes, I will be whole. Somebody say, neighbor,
Neighbor,
when you done went that far,
when you done went
that far, to get your healing,
get your healing.
one more push
One more push.
ain't gonna kill you. Come on here,
Ain't gonna
somebody.
kill you.
And it goes on to say in verse 29, and straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague or affliction. I wrote down in there, haven't I suffered enough under man? Why should I suffer under God? Have I not suffered enough under Christianity? Why I got to suffer under voodoo? I done suffered enough under voodoo. Why I got to suffer under Ephah? I done suffered enough under man's tyranny. Why I got to suffer under woman's tyranny? Why? The mind of this woman, 12 years up and down the road. Let me tell y'all something in these ATR. If you don't get with your ancestors, these people will cause you to spend everything you got, and then you going to get worse. And just like them doctors walked off, the root doctor, the conjure doctor, the you still got your issue.
Amen.
You done walked 12 years. You done went and had this one do that and that. And you still got your issue. And now you got to walk a little further to get rid of your issue. Don't let the hands that messed over you cause you to miss the hand that's going to bless you. Don't let your experience with other people cause you to miss out on what your issue is all about in the first place. Huh? I didn't start this journey for people. People will cause you to overlook your miles and how far you have already gone, and turn around and stop because of their actions. Somebody say, neighbor,
Neighbor,
she suffered
she suffered
under man.
under man.
Why suffer under God?
Why suffer under God?
Huh? You know why some of us get caught in certain places? Because we ain't ready. We ain't built our spiritual muscles up. We still think we got time to keep putting things off. How are you going to be strong enough when you are? Let me tell y'all something. I got insurance. Even though I have a very good diet. I exercise. I raise hell. I'm sexual. I did not get into the ATR, and this is what the people problem with me. Minister Mario was not into the ATR because he did not have an income. He was not in the ATRs because he did not have a place to stay. He was not in the ATR because he did not have transportation. Huh? Elbow shot. Huh? He was not seeking crowning because he did not have love in his life. Come on here, somebody. He was not seeking the ATR and trying to get crowned because he was trying to do something with his enemies. He was trying to prolong his life because of a hereditary sickness.
Yes, sir. Come on now, talk about it.
See, some of y'all got all the miles on you because you're trying to get to a man, trying to get to a woman, trying to get to a job. And so therefore you're easily to be manipulated. I don't know what these other madrinas and padrinos bragging about, that you took advantage of somebody's issue.
Right.
That don't make you powerful. That don't make you smart. That makes you somebody gonna pay for your actions. I was helping assisting Minister Mario Crown, son of Achosi, and somewhere along the line, Sister Calvina, they think I was sick.
Right. Come on.
I'm visiting the hospital. I'm not in the hospital.
Amen. Come on.
Huh? I'm praying in the hospital. I'm not getting prayer in the
Come
hospital.
on. Come on.
I didn't start this because I was broke.
Right.
I didn't start this because I was homeless. I didn't start this because I didn't have a career. Huh? Didn't I have a job when you made me marry?
Yes.
Was I dressing when you met me?
Yes.
Wasn't I a piece of work when you met me?
Yes.
Wasn't I talking shiggity when you met me?
Yes.
All right then, damn it.
And healing at the same
And healing at the same darn time.
Yes.
We were looking for assistance based off of his ancestry reading. We had rolled and we put miles. And I'm going to make a spectacle of every one of the miles. You're going to count for the miles
That's right. Come on. Come on.
we put on the road for that healing.
Come on.
Huh? You're going to get an account for that prosperity.
Sir. Come on.
See, I don't know about some of y'all, but what I do in this life going to count.
Yes.
As the Clark Cook sister said, is my living in vain? Of course
Of
not.
course not. Right.
But you ain't keeping no tally list because you just follow.
Right.
You just looking. My God.
Come on now.
And UPS, miles count. As far as I have traveled, what have I got done? At our job, Brother John, we have to give an assessment of all the miles at the end of the day. And if we can run that route effectively and come up under the mileage that they allow, because they have a computer that generates mileage of what it should really take you to do your route up on a certain amount of miles. And some of us are skilled enough to be more efficient than the computer. Are you hearing me, Sister Nicole? Some of us are smarter than the computer, and we can actually get it done faster and with less miles. UPS ain't got no problem with that. They got a problem with not only that you did not make good decisions, but now you over the miles we allotted for you. Come on here. Some of y'all taking way too many miles for what you need to get done. You could have been had that done.
Amen. Come on.
And anybody running business know how long it takes.
Yes.
Oh, what you saying, Apostle Ely? Think about, instead of you learning from me and becoming more, find you a route, how to get to your prosperity, get to your success, get to your happiness, get to your protection, get to your peace, whatever it is that you're seeking for. Instead of you saying, I'm giving you a template of how long it should really take. That ain't what you're doing. You just Sunday driving on a Monday. Huh? Because you think you got time. Are you counting those costs? Do you have a plan? You done went downtown 3 times. Because you refuse to sit on your ass and make a list. Knowing your memory ain't that strong.
Yeah. Praise God.
Come on, y'all, let's talk to each other. We grown. A lot of us back and forth in life, back and forth in relationship, back and forth in situation, because you won't sit down and put a plan and say, okay, what is it that I need to get done? But now you back and forth now. Now you're talking about you ain't got enough gas to get through the week. Tell me we don't do life like that. Then I got Avis down here. Avis check the miles. Every single time I turn that car in and get it, they want me to put down the mileage. How many know we got people in our life, they want to use our vehicle, they want to use our body, and they don't want to put down the mileage. You done rolled me for 31 minutes. And you don't want me to put the mileage down. Is y'all hear what I'm saying? We're trying to manifest through the things that we're going through, not just out here spinning wheels. Why is a business smart enough to track the miles? Because they need to know if it's worth it to rent you that vehicle for the amount of money. Because if you put too many miles, they lose it. Oh, y'all ain't trying to hear me, huh? If I let you put too many miles on me and I ain't charge you enough, I'm losing. But you won't know that if you ain't sitting there counting up the... Some of these people out here don't understand I'm a businessman. I know what I'm spending. Down to the penny. I don't care how much I spend. I know what I'm spending. I know what I paid for. How many times you done seen me go off in this shirt because I know I done bought whatever I'm looking for and somebody done took it. Now I got to go buy it again. That's why I'm picking. It ain't because I don't have what I need in this church. Because somebody else didn't have it in their house. They're going to take it out the church house. Just in case I need that. Okay. I got 3 pair of scissors somewhere. And if I need a pair of scissors to stab your ass, I should be able to find them. You put miles on the body that must be accounted for. You put miles in these ATRs that must be accounted for. They got you running here and going there. Where is my manifestation? After I done went to the river like you told me, after I done dipped like you told me, after I done spin around like you told me, after I done went and got the duck with the green eyes like you told me, after I got the squirrel that was split 3 different ways over the pine tree like you told me, I done put all these miles. Now you got me out here in the cold of the day with the brook and the water and the moccasins, anything could be out there. And I'm taking all these changes and I do it. But where is my manifestation? When I give you a record of my mileage and all that I've been through, following your instructions, where is my manifestation? Oh, I'm not going to get clowned. Because I'm keeping a tally list. How many times I'm up and down the road because of what you told me to do? Because I'm not these other spiritual people that claim to be spiritual. Because I'm going to bring a record. And you explain to me for what I have invested, where is my manifestation? For what we spent for Minister Mario, where is my manifestation? For the time, the energy up and down the road, all in the womb. Where is my manifestation while you talking? Them car people don't give a damn what I did. They know that the miles is there.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? They don't have a spot camera, but they know the miles because the engine not gonna lie. So you mean to tell me you drove up 1,100 miles around town? They can tell by the miles by what you done. For what I have done and the walks that I have walked and the things that I have done, I am expecting a manifestation because God will not forget my labor of love. Somebody say, neighbor, better check them mouths like Avis. Huh? Some of y'all ain't got no been even expecting certain manifestation because you don't put that kind of miles in these ATRs. You want God to do everything, the ancestors do everything, you sit on your ass. Just out here like you Queen Bee, just dictating to everybody what you need. And then when it comes for you to get on the road, you holler about you tired. Somebody say neighbor manifest. Your miles. Didn't it say every man gonna get paid according to his or her works? Huh? Somebody say neighbor. What is your mileage sheet? Same. Your mileage sheet. It don't lie. You got people out here following your instruction. Because one thing y'all never going to say about Apostle Ely or Minister Mario, we did exactly what you asked us to do. We did it exactly the time you told us to do it. We got the exact type of products you told us to get. We made sure we had the equipment that you told us. We were there when you told us to be there. And so therefore, according to the mileage that our sheet said, where is my manifestation? Because on today, Nicole, I'm without a Minister Mario, son of a chosen. And we got the miles. And we did the obedient things. It ain't my fault that if you took our kindness for a week. But I would document it. It ain't my fault that you think that I spent that kind of money that I was a fool. And you gonna get away with the mileage. Huh? I didn't start this journey as an asshole and an idiot. I kept a tally list. If you were not chosen to do these ATR, then you don't need to be in business. If you cannot do and perform the work, then you should not have it on your card. You should not be offering the services. It's just that simple. If all you ain't got you're not a mechanic, then you should go around and tell people that you work on cars. Because when I drive up to your facility, I'm expecting certain things based off of what you testify. I'm not going to have somebody fly all the way from Virginia, all them many miles to come here to get nothing. I don't give a hell if you live around the corner. I don't care if you live behind this church. You're not going to spend not 1 mile and not get something out of this minute. I don't care if I make you mad, you're going to get something. That's right. We're not living in a time, we're in the age of Aquarius. It's about your miles need to count. If I'm going to come to church, I'm getting something out of it. I'm going to go to the whole house and get nothing. Oh, one of you hoes coming up here. I'm here for it. Think about you going to school, whatever you're doing in your life, and you put all that work in. What manifestation are you getting? I'm almost done. Hebrews, the 11th chapter. Is this helping anybody beside me? Huh? Air sign, water sign, earth sign. It applies. Some of y'all just need to get in your car and sit before you crank it up and figure out what you're going to do with these miles you about to put on this vehicle. Before you get into your spiritual car, you need to sit down and figure out how many miles am I going to put in prayer in order to get this manifestation? How many miles am I going to put in this conduit? How much seed am I going to sow to get this manifestation? And make your miles count. And the fact that I went beyond what you asked me to do, you're not going to mistreat me. Not only did I give you something cold to drink, I gave you what you want to drink. I am Apostle Ely. I always do above and beyond I am asked for. You're not going to mistreat me when I've already did beyond what you asked me to do. But some people feel that because you will do, they try to get you to do more. Monique had been a blessing to me, and she was, Apostle, I'm not, no, you're not. You done enough. There's some of these other asses. Some of y'all don't know how to tell people that have already went beyond above what you've already asked. Can you show a love of gratitude when you only asked them for a mile, you only asked them for $5, you only asked them for a ride to work, you didn't ask them a ride back from work. The idea that they stopped by before they left work to ask you, do you need a ride back home? You can't show no gratitude? Did anybody just hear me? You what you asked for, they gave you. They went beyond what you asked for, and you still won't show no gratitude. I know we're going to get grown after a while. Let me tell y'all something. This world getting more treacherous. And you can keep going out here in these ATRs and not prepare for what these people got out here for you. They ain't gonna make me shame. Because I know how to manifest my miles. Hebrews the 11th chapter, verse 8. It said, by faith. Somebody said, by faith.
By faith.
That means they weren't going by what they see. It was their trust in the divine. And it goes on to say, and when he was called to go out into the place which he should, after received for an inheritance, obeyed. And he went out not knowing whither he went. Now, why am I talking about this? It said, by faith he sojourned in a land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles. I want to say this to many of you guys in these ATRs, no matter what your nationality, your sexual orientation, your sexual preference, no matter what your economic status, no matter what your intellectual basis. I want to talk to you. When a stranger, meaning that this is not their living quarters, this is not where they are accustomed to, do not mistreat the stranger. Amen. They may be strange to your practice, they may be strange to how the Spirit moves to you, but at the end of the day, that is a man and woman that is created in the image and the likeness of the divine. And so therefore they are warranted the ability for you to treat them with some dignity and respect. Somebody say strange. In order to get to certain manifestation, you're going to have to go into strange places, around strange people, and may be able to do some strange things that you are not accustomed to. But it is there to bring about what? Manifestation. There's no way that I can open my doors to the ATR and not walk in places that I am estranged to. But this is why I tell many of you about having a foundation. Huh? Because at the end of the day, you need to know who God is in your life. Yes. So when you are around things that you do not understand, your God understands. Come on, your ancestors understand. Huh? And they will protect you, they will guide you, and they will defend you. They will make ways out of no way. Don't allow nobody, if you have put the miles in, to delete your miles. So they can feel better about how they handled you. If I came from across the street to be with you, you still should treat me well. No less than if I come from a far place. If I drove an hour to get here, if I drove 2 hours to get here, if I drove 3 hours to get here, if I flew all the way out from another part of the world. I had a child of mine come all the way from California to be here to celebrate the life of Minister Mario, and you think I'm going to allow you dealing with me to delete any of the miles and the miles of anybody that have been a part of this journey? See, I don't know what you out here fighting for, but I want my mileage. Because my mileage gives me what is accountable. When you get in your car, your vehicle on today, I want you to look at your mileage and ask yourself, can you give an account to where you've been with that mileage? Some of y'all eventually say, oh, I went to church, but you didn't just go to church. There's mileages that you don't forgot you don't use other places. And we do the same thing in our life. Don't let somebody misguide you because you won't study to show yourself approved. Don't let scarcity in this life take over your life because you won't walk in abundance. And the next time you look at your mileage, you ask yourself, what did I do and where did I go with the mileage? Because wherever you at in life, you drove there. Wherever you are, if you don't like where you are in your life, you the one put the miles to get there. Don't act like I put the miles on your life. You put the miles on your life. And the reason why I don't allow people to play with me, because I and my family have put the miles in for me to be where I am. My ancestors have put the miles in for me to be where I am. The Orishas and the Loas and the people have put the miles in for me to be where I am. And I'm not going to allow nobody to delete the miles. Huh? Some of y'all ancestors have paid a price, and you sitting there allowing somebody to mark off miles off of your nose. I'm not going to allow you to mark off. You won't give me every mile I rode. You can cuss me out, but you won't give me my mile. You can call me a nigga, but you won't give me my mile. You can tell a kid your mouth, you won't give me my mile. My mom taught me this. I have made certain sacrifices. I got all kind of feelings going on right now. My mom's birthday was on the 25th. And I was in ceremony. See, a lot of times you dealing with people, you don't know what they sacrifice and why they in the mindset they in. And my aunt done told me, we got a house over there. They gave me the address. And I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be in ceremony. So I can't let you waste my time because you don't know what I may have to do. That's why I don't want to waste your time. That's even I call my kids. I say, you busy? See, I'm grown. I'm going to value your time. See, some of y'all don't realize that you spent your money to be here. Ain't nobody gave you no free gas card. They give you free gas, Brother Johnny? Oh, okay. I was going to say, we following him. We leaving him going right with Brother Johnny. Huh, Sister Harriet, they giving it to you? They went at it, when you went out there to pay for it, they said, don't worry about it. We got you today. Because you done been here a couple times. Nicole, anybody giving you? Make people be accountable for your mileage. And especially if you went beyond what they asked you to do. Because that messes with your self-esteem. That messes with your self-esteem. What you got going on and what you dealing with. And let me say this to anybody that follow me there. You don't have to value nobody that I value. That is not a problem to me. But you're not going to devalue me either. Because you don't value me. Because I pay the cost to be the boss. I'm going to say that again. You will not devalue anything that I have paid the price. I have put the miles. And you are fortunate that I don't blame you for Minister Mario passing. Because I paid the money and I put the miles out there. And we follow all in any instruction. But I know that it's still in God's hand. And you didn't have to tell me that. But what you're not going to do is delete miles. He went to every one of those ceremonies, no matter whether he could walk or he had to go anywhere. He went to every single one. Whether he felt good or did not feel good, and not one mile going to be deleted. mistreated him. I don't care if you use him. You're not going to delete 1 mile because he still helped you. You don't have to value my children. But you're not also going to devalue the part that if I'm out on these highways and something happens to me, you're not going to be there for my kids.
Say that.
So respect that.
Yes.
You're not going to come in and run my church. So respect that. You're not going to do for my loved ones and my church members and anybody else that I support. You're not going to replace me. We're in their life. So you don't have a right to play with my time.
Come on now.
To delete my mileage. And make insignificant how far I have come to be where I am. Ain't nobody gave me nothing. Ain't nobody gave apostolic nothing. And those that support me out here, thank you for being a part of this ministry. And however long you have been riding with me. Some of y'all said you've been here a year. Take the miles and see how far you done overcome. Huh? And I say to all of you that been here, but you pull aside the road, you ain't gaining no miles. Sit aside the road. Get back on the road. Who hindered you? You ran your ways well. Who hindered you? I say to you to encourage you. Manifest through your miles. And if you're not trying to go there, leave it alone. Because they're going to waste your time and your miles. It's easy for me to stand up here and say what I'm saying because I did follow instruction. And you cannot use my help as an excuse because I don't have help. I'm not erectile dysfunction. I'm not mentally stagnated. I'm not even constipated. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't do broke. So them lies you lie on other people, they won't work with me. Oh, I got stuff that you didn't ask me for. I be prepared. I was raised by a Virgo.
Amen. Come on.
I already felt like I was not going to be there when it began, but I felt like if I went in and did what I needed to do, I could have been going to help celebrate and be a part of my mother's birthday. And I shouldn't have to tell you what I had to do. All you had to do is respect my time. I'm a businessman. To all of you out here that follow Apostle Egan, please, sir, ma'am, understand I run a business.
Yes.
That I have a job. I have a physical job.
Yes.
Huh? I wasn't born with all this now. I work in the hot sun. Come on, y'all won the contract, they gonna put AC, they ain't did it yet. No code, they ain't did it yet. I'll popping cans like left and right. Got me a towel wiping my face down there, huh? I didn't know what was all hot in this here today. I couldn't tell. It got so hot out there. Lord have mercy. If you are here and you're going to follow me in my teaching, understand why I tell you to put the work in. Because you don't have to argue your minds. And you can demand your manifestation. But if you ain't put the miles in, you can't account for it. Let's give God a hand, brother. You want to support Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and what we do here, I am going to go out this week. Hopefully, if they let me off one day this week, I am going to finish off these walls with the Orishas, which is going to be quite a bit of money. but I'm going to get this done. Because sometimes you have to show people better than you can tell them.
Come on.
Talk is cheap. My grandma said money talk and BS walk. And once we get this place where we need it to be, and we see the manifestation behind our labor in a church, and in the church, we have the pots. In the church, we have the cauldrons. In the church, we have the sticks. In the church, we have the bovada. In the church, we have the altar. In the church, we have the statues. In the church, we got the skulls. In the church, we got the crystals. In the church, we got the candles. In the church, and we got the staff. Come on here, the staff. In the church, we got the ancestors. In the church, we got the pugo in the church, and we are the church. We are the living epistles. That's what you supported. That's what you are a part of. And let me tell you something. Some of you are struggling not because of the enemy. You're struggling because you are working at your own pace. Your priorities are not in order. I said this, and I'm going to say what they told me when I was in the church. If you take care of God's business, God will take care of yours. But you're taking care of your business and asking God to help you with your business. Tell the truth on you. Put God first. And then you can hold him accountable or her accountable. But you can't do part-time service and ask for full-time benefits. All right?